Hello friends, and welcome to your October TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. I haven't done TarotScopes in a while, not the month ahead ones anyway. I have been sort of trying to figure out, I'm not a marketing guru, and I've been trying to figure out what works and what doesn't work and what everybody's looking for. So I tried a couple of things over September. I actually think I started the month before that. I started playing around with a couple of ideas and trying out different things and seeing what worked for you and seeing what gelled. And it seems like the monthly TarotScopes were really missed. So I decided to bring them back. I tried doing weekly TarotScopes, but a typed up version, a video version. I tried all sorts of things. I've been doing all sorts of experiments behind the scenes. And yeah, it looks like we're going to stick with the norm. So we're going back to our monthly TarotScopes. And I do hope that you are glad to see them, as I am glad to be recording them again. And I do hope that you enjoy, and I do hope that it gives you the guidance, the insight, the motivation and the enthusiasm that you need for the month ahead. So we're looking at the month of October. It is just crazy that we're looking at the month of October. It is like, I don't know where this year has gone. I sort of blinked for a minute and poof, it's gone. Absolutely crazy. I am going into what I call my busy season of the year. October, November, December, January are always the busiest times. And I do try and take a little bit of time off over December as well. And again, just having those thoughts is it's mind-blowing. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. But anyway, we are here to look at the month of October. So what I'm going to be doing, I have written out, I'm going to keep the readings a little bit shorter than usual, just so that it makes it easier for me to get through them all, because otherwise I have to clear like 3 days of my diary, and there's too many people who need their one-on-ones with me to be able to do that. So I'm keeping the readings a little bit shorter. I'm also hoping that it's going to be more relevant. I'm hoping it's going to be more appropriate, relevant, and sort of to the point, because let's be honest, not only am I busy, but you're busy too, and you don't necessarily have, you know, an hour to sit back and watch a video, as much as that would be amazing, but we have to be real. So I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and to the point. I'm going to be using 3 decks to do the TarotScopes for the month of October. The tarot deck that I've chosen to use is one of my absolute favorites. This is the Field Tarot. What I love about this deck is the artwork. I find the artwork is beautiful, but I also find that this deck speaks quite a hard truth. You know, it does have all the good feelings and stuff, but it's actually quite to the point. And because I'm looking to do to the point kind of readings, the Field Tarot works well. And anytime I'm doing client readings, I find I'm reaching for this deck more and more often, because it caters to everybody. It caters to everybody's likes and dislikes, and it just, to me, it seems to be pretty amazing. So I'm going to be working with the Field Tarot. The Oracle deck that I'm going to be working with is the Goddess Dream Oracle. Beautiful deck. And I do think it gives me what I need in an oracle deck. I don't need an oracle deck to give me too much information. I need a pretty picture, I need a key phrase and a keyword, and that's all I need. And this particular deck gives us exactly that. So Goddess Dream I'll be working with. And then I am very excited to use this month. I have not used this on my channel before. This deck was created by a beautiful soul, a friend of mine, a local, somebody from the KZN coast of South Africa, and she created this deck called Choosing Positivity. I do have a walkthrough of it on my channel, so if you want more information on it, do go and check that out. But I thought it would be actually quite nice to draw a card from this deck for each sign of the zodiac, to just see, you know, I am such a positivity advocate. I love joy, I love positivity, all of those kind of things. So I thought, let's try it out and see how it works. So I'm not going to babble on for much longer. Friends, you know what you need to do. If you enjoy the video, if you find it useful, helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button. Gosh, as some people say, smash that subscribe button. Please don't do that. I don't want you breaking any equipment. No phones, no tablets, no computers broken in the process, please. But yes, do please subscribe, hit that notifications bell, so that every time I do release content, you are first to get notified. And the other thing that I'm going to be doing this month is for those members of my motivated and activated tiers on the YouTube channel, they're going to get an extra reading as well. So there's going to be an individual reading for each sign of the zodiac plus a bonus reading for my motivated and activated channel members. So friends, I look forward to seeing you at your zodiac. Welcome Virgo, welcome to your October TarotScopes. As you can see, I have got all the cards already shuffled and laid out. I thought I would do it this month just to save you the torture of watching me shuffle cards badly, but also just because I'm like in that mood of just getting straight to the message and, you know, not worrying about all the other stuff. Let's get straight into it. Let's get right to why you are here and find out what the month of October has in store for you. So Virgo, we're going to start off with the Choosing Positivity card, and this is the card that's going to define the theme for the month ahead. So what is the foundation or the theme for your October 2022? It says, I choose to let go of the need to control, loosen up and step back. Let go of the need to control, to loosen up and to step back. And it says, have you noticed sometimes the more you control things, the more you realize you have no control? You cannot force things to happen if it's not the right time. What situations come up this month that you might need to step back from and allow things to unfold as they do? So these cards were designed to be used on a weekly basis, but I'm using them for the month ahead. So where we have the word week, we change to the word month. So that is a awesome, interesting kind of theme for the month ahead, Virgo. Letting go of the need to control, to loosen up and to step back and allow things to be however and whatever they need to. So it'll be very interesting to see how the tarot is going to relate to that. Okay, so Virgo, let's get straight into the tarot. The first card that we're looking at is actually the card for September. This is the card that's going to tell you what was the lesson that September taught you. What was the message of September for you, the lesson for September? And we've got the King of Discs with the key phrase of power. And I think this is quite interesting because this is telling me, based on our theme for October, this is telling me that September was all about you stepping into your power, all about you asserting your dominance, being assertive, being brave, being in control, being the leader, being all of those kind of aspects or those kind of qualities of yourself. Recognizing that you needed to be in control, you needed to be dominant, you needed to be all of those things. And now we come into October and suddenly it's like everything is in reverse, because suddenly you're letting go the need to control. You're loosening up and you're stepping back and you're just saying, you know what, let things unfold in the way that they need to and in the way they want to. I'm not going to control anything. So last month was all about holding on to that control and having that power and having that assertiveness. This month we're sort of saying, no, it's cool. Very interesting, Virgo, indeed. All right, the next card across I'm actually leaving for the last, so we're going to come down to the next row. Sound like a talk show, a game show host. And we're going to come down to the next row, and the three cards that we've got here are going to give us the detail around what is the month of October actually have in store for you. So Virgo, let's have a look. The first card is what you should avoid. So avoid this in the month of October, and for you it's about avoiding perspective. Now, interesting kind of, so this is the traditional, in traditional tarot, this would be the Hanged Man, okay? And its key phrase here is perspective. And this is Spirit saying to avoid this. So it's basically telling you to take things at face value instead of trying to understand everything, instead of trying to, because you know what we can do? Have you ever heard the term, and I hope I don't offend anybody with this, but have you ever heard the term mansplaining? Okay, so it's like what a person does to another person based on the assumption that that person doesn't understand, when actually that person does understand. Okay, so it's explaining things unnecessarily. All right, so to me, this is what you need to avoid. You need to, because we're letting go. So if you can see things going wrong, if your perspective, if your vantage point, if your vision shows you that everything's going wrong, last month you would have jumped in there, you would have clicked your fingers and you would have got everything sorted out. Virgo, this month we're stepping back. This month we're letting it go. We're letting it go. We're letting go of the need to control. We're going to loosen up and we're going to step back and we're just going to observe. So your perspective is watching the chaos, not trying to control the chaos. So avoid getting involved, avoid trying to handle it, avoid trying to mend it. Perspective as avoidance is saying, if you can see things going wrong, actually maybe just avoid completely. Maybe go into the next room, maybe go into the next building, maybe drive off. Like, don't get involved. It's not your business. All right. So your perspective is what you need to avoid. Make sure that what you're seeing are the things that you don't want to control, the things that you don't want to handle, the things that you don't want to fix. All right. What should you embrace, though? Let's have a look. During the month of October, for all Virgo energy, what should you be embracing this month? Oh my gosh. So we have got the Five of Discs, which has a key phrase of destitution. It is the case of nothingness. Okay, so normally the Five of Cups, the Five of Discs is not a good card. Normally, I would say we don't want to be seeing this in a tarot reading because it's the card of not having. But Spirit wants you to embrace that because we're letting go. You understand? So in this particular context, it's a really good card to have. Last month, I would have said, no, you don't want to be losing control. You don't want to be losing your power. But this month, we do. This month in October, Virgo, you want to be stepping back and you want to be allowing things to flow, allowing things to happen in their own time, in their own space, in their own way, and you are not allowed to interfere. I know that's tough. I know that's really hard. I know that's really difficult, but it is important, Virgo, that we do this. It is important that you, and to recognize that you don't have to, that you don't need to, that it's not important that you get involved and navigate everything, that it's okay to step back and to just say, so what? So what? All right. So this is what you need to embrace. And I think this is just, again, confirmation that everything that we're saying so far is absolutely what your month is going to be about. So embrace the fact that you're not involved. Embrace the fact that you don't have a hand to play. Embrace the fact that somebody else has got this figured out and you don't have to have the knowledge, the information, the understanding, or anything. What should you be pursuing? So once we've left all of this alone, what should you be pursuing, Virgo? Let's have a look. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's the Four of Wands with the key phrase of celebration. And I do think it's about celebrating all your past accomplishments, all your past achievements, celebrating all the things that you have done well, all the things that you have done right, celebrating, who you are at the core of your being. So it is about bringing that part of yourself to the fore, bringing that part of yourself to the front and saying, I'm actually a good person. I've done well. I've accomplished a lot. So it's about celebrating your life, your achievements and your accomplishments without worrying about what's happening right now. Let whatever's happening right now, just let it go. But let's focus on enjoying life. Let's focus on appreciating and valuing everything else that we have already done and that we still want to do going forward. But let's focus on celebrating accomplishments, achievements, attainments, etc. And let's not focus on trying to drive current circumstances. And Virgo, we have another tarot card left, and this is the card of just an additional message from Spirit, just anything else that Spirit feels Virgo needs to know in the month of October. What is it? And the message for you is change. I love that. It's the Two of Discs, the Two of Pentacles, and it is about change. And what I love about this particular artwork is the fact that we've got the two exact images, but they're just mirror images of each other, but they're also complete contrasting images of each other. And it's telling you that that's how big the change is. That's how big the shift needs to be or will be. So you need to embrace, you need to allow, you need to just be okay with the change that needs to happen. And I do think shifting from that person to that person is this huge big change that you need to adopt, that you need to allow in yourself, letting go of that need to control, to just loosen up and to step back and say, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting involved. Somebody else can handle it. I think that's huge. I think that is absolutely huge. And that's going to bring about a major change in your life because you're so used to being in control. You're so used to being in control. So Spirit is just wanting you to recognize and to acknowledge that this is the month of change for you. All right. So Virgo, I have one more card, and this is an oracle card from the Goddess Dream Oracle. let's turn it over and see what message it has and how it ties in with everything that we've already covered. So here we have dance, which ties in with our celebration. And the little phrase at the bottom says, let your body move. So, Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. These two cards together are telling you to go dancing. Go to a nightclub, or I don't know, do nightclubs even exist anymore? I don't know. Go somewhere, create a party at home, do something where you are celebrating, where you are dancing, where you are getting your rhythm going, okay? And not being afraid of stepping out of your comfort zone, not being afraid of just loosening up and stepping back. So we're going to take a couple of steps back, we're going to take a couple of steps forward, and we're just going to turn it all around, and we're going to have a party. Because Virgo, you know what? It is all about celebrating life. You have, in the last month, done so much, achieved so much, accomplished so much. And we need to celebrate that. We need to acknowledge that. We need to be okay with that. And we need to recognize that now we rest. Now we party. Now we take a little bit of time out for ourselves, because that's where we are at, and that's what we need right now. So Virgo, I can't wait to hear the parties. Like, honestly, you'll have to come back at the end of the month, comment below and let me know how you celebrated, how you danced, and how you let go of the need to control, how you loosened up, and how you stepped back, and how amazing everything worked out. Let me know. I can't wait to hear. All right, Virgo, sending you lots of love, as always, with love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care.